Yeah.
And I'm coming to mommy.
When we were very young, you know that he used to come to my mother a lot. And my mother is somebody who exposed me to people that matter in the family. Who I used to see him regularly with my mom. So that gives me the inclination that we are very close from mother's side. If you're not close to my mother, you won't be coming there every day. And one thing I know about him is that he's a very, very peaceful man. I wrote my tribute. Nobody is perfect. Don't even, especially when I got to this throne, it will never, ever, we've lost somebody. And I'm still looking for who can fill the shoes. The shoes you have left are too big. He may not read so much, but he was an organizer. I remember one point vividly, when I lost my daddy, they wanted to give my daddy the gratuity and the money. My people wanted to distribute it and go and chop the money. One thing I learned, he said, I wasn't too young, I was about 8 years old. He said, no, don't distribute it. Keep it. Use it to educate him. I will never forget. And that is the education now. So my mother has to run to some people, please, let's train him. So people said, let him go and be a mechanic. I even ran to Ido to come and be a teacher. I was not given that teaching job. I had to go back to my mother. So, in short, we have lost an icon in this society. Very peaceful man, very quiet man. He never challenged my authority, even when I got to the throne. Knowing fully well that I'm younger to him. He would call me. He never joined them. There's no time that there's not having crisis. Baba never joined them against me. That is what he has done, and that is what we are saying. And if you are really my family, you say you are my family, you never join anybody to be against me. I really, till eternity, I pray, Lord, that I need wisdom. I will not even go to him. He will come here to tell me some things about how life is. I will miss him, but I pray we will meet one day. Thank you very much.
Mommy, at this point, this icon that I just did.
Yeah. Even though I didn't really know him when we first got married, I got close to him when I started staying at home more. And I just know that he was a very peaceful man. Sometimes I just go there to say hello to him. He'll be sitting down and we talk, and I say, I just came to say hello. I still visited him in July before I went to Lagos, and I heard in August that he passed. So very peaceful, and the wife is just like mother to me. Anytime because he's very close to us, she's very close, she's there to help us with a lot of things. Even Mama herself, she can give everything. She helps us to coordinate feeding or something. Mama, even the little that I told her to take home, she will still give it out. And I say, okay, this is for you and this is for Baba. I said, no, don't give Baba, just give me because you told them. And they said, I deliver message. Very peaceful man, quiet, very nice. You just sit down. And I just thank God that he lived a good life, and God Almighty will receive him, and he will continue to rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
Final question. What's your advice for this land?
Well, not only for a fishy land, but for the children Baba has left behind. They should work hard to beat Baba's legacy. I pray that the vacancy Baba has left, they will live to beat, not only matching Baba's legacy. Baba was one of those that started that association in Lagos. I'm just praying that one of those children will match and beat Baba's legacy. And one of them, two of them, three of them, four of them should join together. Don't let Baba's name die with Baba. I want Baba's name and his spirit and legacy to live forever. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.
So how do we now see this thing before you put?
Okay, sir. Can we meet you, sir?
My name is Kayode Adebara Jimoko. I'm a native of Ifishekiti, Idosi local government, Ekiti State, Nigeria.
Okay, sir. What's your relationship with the late father, and what can you summarize about him? Maybe a brief something about Fateye-Fatimehin, Fateye stuff. Action.
Okay, Fatimehin, Fateye. That's $1 million question. Actually, Baba is a father to me also. And though my father's junior sister married to him, so that's my mommy too. I lived with him in my early days too. He enrolled me at Lokemeta Primary School, Shumolude, before coming to fishing to complete my primary school education. So he loves education, he loves people, he loves the community. And he was able to impart his exposure and passion to people around him. So I remember vividly encouraged me to go into education, to face my study, and it paid off. And my cousins, as the children now, thank God, everybody is doing fine.
Yeah, Fatimehin. You're so much passionate about it the other time.
You're
Let's hear
passionate about it. I shouldn't be the one to answer that question because
Don't worry.
looking at the family setup, yeah, I have heard that. So,
Okay.
but since you're asking to know, I will tell you.
All right.
I think Fateye has to do with Baba's maternal background. So the mother's, there's Fateye, Ni Fateye. So, and then I think he was brought up there. That's according to him, and with what I also perceived. So I embraced the name Fateye. And his father is Fatimehin. And all along, behind Fateye, Fateye. So I think it was well pronounced after his retirement, the name Fatimehin. All the children bear Fatimehin anyway. And so, because in those days, Fataye's name was, and is rather, it's an household name. You can hardly get anything done in the fishing or the dosi, bearing Fateye. It looks somewhat. So, and for him to be a Fateye, it paid off. He wasn't able to drop the name Fateye again. So, Adet Fatimehin now became a compound name. Understand? So, it's okay like that.
That's good. Thank you, sir. What's your relationship with the children? Do you have any relationship with
They're
them?
my cousins now. We grew up together in number 1 Bashua Street, Chomolu, Yalaro. That's my father's senior sister, immediate senior sister. His father is the mother. We grew up together. Number 1 Bashua Street, Chomolu there. We have to eat together in the same plate. One thing is, Mama will not serve. We are many. And they were able to manage all of us. Mama will not serve everybody separate food. If you say about all of us, we eat from the same bowl. If you are not careful, you might go like. I remember in those days, we eat eba, lafu, amala together in the same plate. And everybody, we are grown up now. So that's one thing I like with Mama and Baba. Bring family together. And I was thinking about the names of my cousins. Ibi Yinka, Ibi Ronke, Ibi Kunle, Ibi Yemi, all those. Yes, I just cover what is Ibi. That starts to do with the passion the Baba and the Mama has for the family. They regard the family. You know the meaning of Ibi now? It's something brings us together as a family. The root. So that's why you see the family growing. They are united, peaceful, and because of what we embraced, what was imparted by Baba, what was inculcated in us. So we are doing fine.
Finally, what can you say about Baba? One word that summarizes Baba. About him. One word you can summarize. Oh, this Baba they are talking about, this is one word. Or maybe there is a remarkable thing or impact in your life that you can summarize Baba.
Yeah. But Baba was a godly man in his physical life. Godly. I've never seen him fighting or quarreling or shouting or bickering or antagonizing anybody. Make peace. I remember in my early days, Kawe, Ibusiwe, Kawe. I told you earlier, I will not enroll me see Olowolagba primary school. We Bashuai, by primary 1, primary 2. 2 hours sea fishing. I get so. These are the things. Always making peace between people, between the community, everybody. He was a man of peace. So there are memorable things you can remember, but there are many because of time factor. I will miss him personally. I will miss him because anytime I come around to the village, I have to see him talk. Talk history. He was an historical man. Can talk history. What I don't know, I will ask him. And at times you wonder how I know some of those things. So I will miss him. I will. We will all miss him. So
Thank you.
The community will miss him, the family miss him. I personally, I'm missing him already. So God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kí ni orúkọ yín, sir?
Èmi ni olóyè gíga Joshua Dada Adelusi Ajagẹmọ tìlú Ìfìṣe tí mo tún jẹ́ igbákejì ọba ìlú Ìfìṣe Èkìtì. A dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run nípa ti bàbá wa olóyè Israeli Olowolagba Fatimehin Fateye tá ń ṣe ayẹyẹ ìsìnkú wọn lọ́jọ́ tèmi. Bàbá yẹn ó gbìyànjú gidigidi láti ìgbà tí èmi ti mọ̀. Torí ìgbà kan ló jẹ́ IPU president fún ìlú Ìfìṣe tó wà ní Èkó lòun dẹ̀ ń gbé. Orí ìkan tóun dúró lé lórí ni pé kí ìlú Ìfìṣe kó gòkè àgbà, kó jẹ́ pé bí wọ́n bá sọ pé Amẹ́ríkà dá ọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ìlú Ìfìṣe náà tó ṣe rí bó ṣe ń fẹ́ kí ìlú Ìfìṣe kó gò. Iṣẹ́ ìdàgbàsókè yẹn náà ló sì ṣe títí di ọjọ́ ikú ẹ̀. Kì í dúró lẹ́yìn ẹ̀bìtà, kì í bá èèyàn dúró níbi ìbàjẹ́ pé kó dára lòun tẹ̀ ń ṣe. Ó dẹ̀ fi àpẹẹrẹ lélẹ̀ nípa títọ́ àwọn ọmọ torí kò fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ òun irú ìyà tóun ti jẹ nígbà tó wà ní kékeré tí òun láǹfààní àti kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ sí iléèwé yunifásitì gíga. Ṣùgbọ́n ó ní nǹkan tó àǹfààní tóun níyẹn òun fẹ́ kí ó sì tọ́ àwọn ọmọ yẹn ní tòótọ́. Ọlọ́run sì gbà fún bó ṣe rò lọ́kàn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà tó sì fẹ́ kí ìlú Ìfìṣe náà kó gòkè àgbà. So ó jẹ́ nǹkan tí mo rí nípa ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run kó fọ̀run kẹ́ kó sì jẹ́ kí àwa tá a jọmọ kékeré lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ tá a wà láyé káwa náà ká dàgbà ká débi tó dára.
Orúkọ mi ni James Ajayi Oníṣeré ibi kẹta sí ọba ìlú Ìfìṣe. Bàbá Israeli, bàbá yìí ẹni tí a mọ̀ tó jẹ́ pé èèyàn dáadáa ni, pé gbogbo ọ̀nà ìgbésí ayé pé kí ìlú Ìfìṣe kó ní tẹ̀síwájú. Àwọn èrè tó sá lọ́sàn àti lóru Ọlọ́run sì gbà fún pẹ̀lú gbogbo bó ṣe sáíré náà títí dénú ìjọ Methodist ló ti sáíré pé kí ìjọ Methodist kó bá tẹ̀síwájú. Gbogbo oríbiribi tó ń gbé ṣe ń bẹ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀rọ la bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rí lágbára Ọlọ́run. Àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ náà yóò máa dára fún wọn lágbára Ọlọ́run. ẹ̀ ń ṣe gan ni. ṣé wo ẹ̀yin ọmọ mi kẹ̀kẹ́ bẹ nílò òyìnbó kẹjọ ọjọ́ mọ̀ ẹ̀ fi ṣe àwọn fẹ́ kẹ́ abọ̀dúlé kẹ́ abá tún lè ṣe torí ilé ní àbòsími oko ilé náà á dára fún yín o ibi ìlú òyìnbó tẹ́wà lọ náà á dára fún yín o ẹ̀ ní ẹ ṣe ẹsẹ̀ gbé o mo mọ̀ pé tẹ́ bá dé náà tí ẹ bá rí i pé wo bí ìlú òyìnbó ṣe rí kí ìlú ìfẹsẹ̀ náà kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ á rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lórúkọ Jésù o ẹ ṣe o á dára fún yín o.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Orúkọ mi ni David Òjó Adémẹ́lọ èyí tí ń ṣe chief olómù ti ìlú Ìfẹ̀sìn ìgbà kẹfà ti ọba ìlú Ìfẹ̀sìn. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ tí wọ́n ṣe prógámù yìí Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kó rẹ̀ yín. Bàbá wa tí ó ṣaláìsí tí wọ́n ṣe àṣeyẹ lẹ́ni bàbá ti kó ipa ribiribi nílùú yìí èyí tó jẹ́ pé àwa tá a wà lẹ́yìn a ò lè gbàgbé wọn a ò lè gbàgbé pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́ tó ti ṣe nílùú yìí a dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́lọ́run pé ìgbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ ó dùn bí ìgbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ ṣe dùn yín ìgbẹ̀yìn ayé àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ yóò dùn náà mo kí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ pé wọ́n kú àṣeyẹ wọ́n kú àṣẹ̀yìndè wọn èmi wá bẹ̀ wọ́n o lórúkọ Ọlọ́run kàn bá ṣe rò pé ìgbà tí bàbá ti lọ báyìí wọn ò ní wẹ̀yìn mọ́ kàn á lé déédéé ìlú Ìfẹ̀sìn tẹ́ dùn o kété àwọn ẹlẹgbẹ́ ràn kè lúlu Ìfẹ̀sìn kèlé ìlú òyìnbó lọ́hùn kàn ní ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ara wọn kàn pé hàn á lé pé ìlú Ìfẹ̀sìn tẹ́ yàtọ̀ o Ọlọ́run bá Lédùmarè kò ní jẹ́ kán gbé sí àjò wọn ò ní tàjò gbé sájò lágbára Ọlọ́run gbogbo àwa náà tá a wà nulẹ̀ tá à ń ṣètò ilé bí ó ṣe dára kọ́ Ọlọ́run bá Lédùmarè kọ́ lọ́ra ẹ̀mí wa náà kán lè máa dé bá wa láyọ̀ àti àlàáfíà gbogbo ohun rere tán lọ́kàn láti ṣe nílùú Ìfẹ̀sìn kọ́ Ọlọ́run fún wọn ṣe o.
Orúkọ mi ni High Chief Julius Owólabí di Olúmọdù of Ìfẹ̀sìn Èkìtì. Lẹ́nu ìgbà tí a mọ bàbá wa Israel Fateye tó dolóògbé ó ṣe gudugudu méje yàyà mẹ́fà nílùú Ìfẹ̀sìn láàrin ìjọ láàrin ìlú pàápàá jùlọ ọ̀nà tó mẹ́sẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ lé kán máa rántí ilé kán máa ṣe nǹkan mèremère láàrin ìlú bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn ọmọ wa tó jólú ọmọ tó wà ní ìdálẹ̀ tán bá wálé á pàrọwà sí wọn pé kí a bọ̀ lúlé ẹ̀ ṣàjẹ́ kó tún pa níjẹ́ l'Ífẹ̀sìn ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá lóun àfojú burúkú ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ẹlẹ́sìndálẹ̀ Ìfẹ̀sìn á bàjà ẹ ṣé o.
My name is David Tunde Bikunle. Baba was my uncle, that is a senior brother to my mother, late mother. This is Felicia Duduyemi Nin Fatimehin. That's my name. That Baba was actually more than uncle to me. Because all along, throughout the lifespan of my mother, she used to call him Bami, 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 Bami. That is, my father. Meaning that he was actually like my maternal grandfather.
All right, sir. So, like I said, what's one thing you want to remember about Uncle?
Yes, Baba is very passionate, very loving. And he likes the family. He liked my mother so much. And it's not surprising that he transferred the affection he had from my mother to we, the children. Baba is, or was, a mobilizer. He was the patriarch of Fatime family before he died. I tried as much as possible to bring the family together. When he was in Lagos, he learned that was the rallying point of the IPU, Fishing Progressive Union, in Lagos. It was the Abasade of fishing. It was the Ashiwaju of Methodist Church, Nigeria here. And in each of these portfolios I mentioned, he performed creditably well. And few months a few weeks after the demise of my mother, I went to him. Believe me, the meeting was very, very emotional. He was trying to fight back tears. And there and then, he gave me some very useful advice on how to organize the house now that our mother had left. So I gained that from him. Very loving, very kind, very affectionate.
Okay, as the former Accountant General, and the land has been so much known, what are the futuristic things we are expecting from the government of this land? Are we looking for our own local government? Are we looking for our own independent? Are we still sharing? Are we still going to be sharing something with other people, just like Ido, very close to us?
Now, you don't expect the government to do everything for you. And that's the mistake most of us made. Government cannot touch every nook and cranny of the country. So our own approach is that we must try to strategize, mobilize our children, both at home and abroad, to come home and establish cottage industry, so that our youths can get employment. That is my own focus, and that is the line I'm towing, and that is what I'm campaigning for.
So some special thing about this place is cottage.
Not very big one. We should have 3, 4, 5, 6 cottage industry, employing people. The whole place will be transformed. The whole place will be transformed.
Thank you, sir.
Now, let me say that this is a celebration of life. We are celebrating the life of an icon. Was it not King Solomon the Wise who said the end of a thing is better than the beginning thereof? Baba had ended well. He lived a fulfilled and impactful life, which we are going to remember him for. And over and above and beyond that is the fact that we survived him. He did not survive us. I think that is enough ground for celebration, and that is what we are doing today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, quiet. Orúkọ, ẹ dárúkọ yín fún wa.
Olúfunṣọ́ Fákúàdé orúkọ mi.
Daddy nǹkan.
Òjó Fákúàdé.
Kí ni ìbáṣepọ̀ yín pẹ̀lú bàbá?
Ìbáṣepọ̀ tó dára ni. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìtàn ṣe sọ, mọ̀mọ́ wọn ẹ̀gbọ́n ló jẹ́ sí ìyá dáàdì mi. Tó bá jẹ́ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, bá ṣe jẹ́ sí mi yẹn, torí wọ́n ìfàgbà tán dé sí Ìdó, àwọn gbé mi mi rò pé mo tó 3 years nígbà tán ti dé sí ọ̀dọ̀ dáàdì mi. And nǹkan tó dẹ̀ mú wọn wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ dáàdì mi ni pé ìgbà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ school for the entrance fún àǹfààní ní education, wọ́n decide láti wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ dáàdì mi. Bàbá náà jẹ́ sí wọn, but ìdí ìyá ni gbogbo bí mo ṣe ń sọ yìí, wọ́n ní ìyàwó tó mẹ́ta ń gbà yẹn. So gbogbo wọn ló láìkì bàbá, and chairman ní àtijọ́ àwọn ìyàwó ilé wọn kì í dá orúkọ mọ́ ọmọ ọkọ, wọ́n á fún lórúkọ. So àwọn ìyàwó ilé nítorí pé ìfẹ́ tó ní sí wọn àti ìfaradà, wọ́n sọ ní mo mi ò lọ, mo mi ò that is kò fa owó wọlé. That is how I interpret it. And ìgbà tí wọ́n yẹn ó rọ gbogbo wọn lọ́rùn, ó rọ dáàdì mi lọ́rùn. Níṣẹ́ oko kíákíá wọ́n ti ṣe láti public school Ìdó Èkìtì náà ń pe school yẹn. school yẹn bí agbágbó gbogbo ìdó ló ní òun náà ṣe sọ ní public school. Daddy mọ̀wé, he was academically sound, and then on top of that wọ́n mọ̀ nípa sporting activities. Ìwọ ni 100 years wọ́n ni 2 ní látijọ́ ibi téèyàn bá máa dé nílé ayé yìí á débẹ̀ ó lè pẹ́ ó dẹ̀ lè má pẹ́. Ká ní pé opportunity wà fún daddy will have become the first graduate of this term. It's not an exaggeration. But gbà tí kò sí bó kíní wọ́n kọ́kọ́ lọ kọ́ṣẹ́, then later wọ́n á lọ sékòó. Èkó yẹn lọ́lọ́run ti fi òye hàn wọ́n. So wọ́n sọ fún mi pé wọ́n wà ní Ministry of Finance. But ìgbà tí mo mọ̀ wọ́n yẹn tó mo gbójú mọ̀ wọ́n gan-an wọ́n ti di typist. So iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ṣe títí tí wọ́n fi retire. Ṣé ni wọ́n nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi tọkàntọkàn? Ẹni tó bá ń báyàn wáyàwó ṣe mọ̀ pé ìfẹ́ tó tóbi ló ní sí ẹni yẹn.
Láàmì Israel ó jẹ́ ẹni tó ní ìfẹ́ èèyàn púpọ̀. Èmi ń gbé ní 1963 mo ń gbé ní Simpson Street lébùté mẹ́ta lọ́dọ̀ àbúrò mọ́ mi. So bọ̀dá mi Israel dẹ̀ wá jẹ́ ẹni tó máa ń wá sílé wa ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ó wá rí pé ibi tí mo ti ń lọ sí school ó jìnnà sí Ṣómólú, mo ti ń lọ sí school àwọn dẹ̀ ń gbé Ṣómólú. Ó wá rí pé ó wá ní mọ̀mọ́ ẹ jẹ́ kí ọmọ yìí ẹ jẹ́ kó òjò wọn máa gbé lọ́dọ̀ mi. Mọ̀mọ́ dẹ̀ wá ní kò burú. Bí mo ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbé ní ọ̀dọ̀ wọn nìyẹn. Ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ ẹni tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ mi, tó jẹ́ pé ìfẹ́ tó wà láàárín mi pẹ̀lú bọ̀dá mi Ọlọ́run ni ló mọ bó ṣe rí, because gbogbo ìgbà tí mo wà lọ́dọ̀ wọn ò tí níyàwó. Ìfẹ́ náà ni major thing, because ẹ̀gbọ́n tó èèyàn bá ń gbé lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ tó máa ń fúnyàn ní àmọ̀ràn, ó máa sọ pé ẹ̀yin ọmọ ẹ̀ ẹ má tẹ̀lé àwọn ilé lọ. Then bọ̀dá ọ̀dẹ̀ kò síbi tọ́mọ náà lè gbé.
Kí ló mú wọn sá lọ?
Àwọn iṣẹ́ mọ̀ number one, àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n lè ní àforítì. Torí bàbá wa ní family wa in general ìfẹ́ ni la fi ń gbé. Ìfẹ́. So tí wọ́n bá ti lè òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ máa bá ẹ sọ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀, because gbogbo wa ń gbà yẹn bá ṣe pọ̀ tó a ní stage by stage tó jẹ́ pé size ẹgbà oníkálùkù bàbá ni, because bàbá wa headmaster of the school ni and then politician tó ní.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate
it. Ẹ ṣé.
Thank you so much. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kan tẹ́fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn rántí ẹyọ kan máa.
Pé advice tó máa ń fún mi ó dẹ̀ máa fún mi ní ìkìlọ̀. Kí bá mi o ṣùgbọ́n á fún mi ní ìkìlọ̀ ó dẹ̀ máa strict on that ìkìlọ̀ pé o gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe léyìí bí rẹ̀ ní ṣe. Mo rántí ẹ̀ pé ó wà well disciplined.
He's a disciplinarian.
Well disciplined.
Yeah.
And he imparted that discipline on me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
I went to Lagos.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n parí ilé ìkọ́lá mi parí ilé.
Lọ́dílé ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Throughout his life. Ọ̀rí mi ló lò lórí. Òtòdé Samuel ní o. Àbúrò mi. Ibi náà lórúkọ ìlú ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Níbi tá a ti fẹ́ lọ yá owó, we were disappointed. Abadele, number 1 Akọni Street, Ṣómólú, Abadúró ní yàrá. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ní kí n má wọ̀ mí wá. Adúró báyìí, ojú ń jáde lójú wa, wọ́n sì di way forward. Who is going to help me in the university? Ó bá jáwọ́. ó ní àbúrò mi mo ní sa ó ní kí n má wọ́ọ̀rì o ó ní màá débi tí Ọlọ́run pé màá dé. ó ní àbúrò mi má wọ́ọ̀rì o má padà sí ní báṣẹ. mo lọ withdraw mo lọ sí ìyá àgọ́ òwòye for 1 year ó tó tó padà sí yunifásitì. but each time tí wọ́n bá ti fún mi lówó oṣù ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá Olowolagba sọ fún mi ní kò fi lè kàkàdìsì àbúrò mi ó débi tí Ọlọ́run bá pé ó dé o. I was able to save enough to go back to the university. It was a low pension, it was a low anna, kò tó wó ló ń gbà ó lè stop the university. By the time I went back to the university, nítorí kọ́lá ó fún mi lọ́ọ̀ fẹ́ to be very brilliant. God be the glory. Each time láti ṣe ìdánwò máa dẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ti sọ fún mi wípé àbúrò mi ó débi tọ́lọ́ tó ó dé. Níjọ́ tí mo sì graduate orí tí mo sì kátìkìlì fún ọlọ́run ni pé Olúwa ó ṣe ibi tí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi olówó wípé màá dé mo débẹ̀ lónìí o.
Can we meet you?
My name is Ibironke Kayode Aina Fatimehin. I'm the third born of my father.
Tell me your favorite song.
Of father. Ohun tí mo béèrè rẹ̀ o, ohun tí mo béèrè, bàbá má fi dùn mí o, ohun tí mo béèrè. My dad loved that song very well. That's the only song I can remember now. It's like 2 songs, but that's the one I can remember now.
Tell me one thing you always remember your father.
My dad is an honest man, God-fearing man, and he's a caring father. I really love my father so much. He's a nice man.
Virtue you like in a man.
I really love my dad very well. I really love my dad very well. Daddy mi, bàbá mi ò ná wà. Tí bàbá mi bá wù ẹ́ báyìí, wípé ó wọ aṣọ kan, tí bàbá mi bá sọ fún ẹ pé lọ change aṣọ tó wọ̀ ẹ́, tó bá ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi rí o, tó bá ṣorí kunkun, àwọn èèyàn máa sọ wípé kí ló wọ̀ yìí ni. Bàbá mi ò ná wà. Kàkà bí a ní òkú gbẹ Rónkẹ́ yẹn, èbú bàbá mi ò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ.
Orúkọ mi ni Babafẹ́mi Ìbídọ́lápọ̀ Fatimehin. I'm the 5th born of the family. But orin tí bàbá fẹ́ràn jù, bàbá máa ń láì kó máa kọ orin kan, wá ní fàlàlà 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 mò ń jọlá Olúwa fàlàlà 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 mò ń jọlá Jésù fàlàlà fàlàlà fàlàlà. So wọ́n máa ń kọrin yìí, kò sí ìdúpẹ́ tán fẹ́ lè ṣe. Ó like orin yẹn gan. Orin yẹn is orin tó like jù nìyẹn. My dad is lovely. Is my fẹ́lẹ̀ ní ẹnì kejì tí mo fẹ́ràn jù nìyẹn. Torí kò sí bí nǹkan kan ṣe lè ṣe mí tí bá pe popsi nǹkan tiẹ̀ ní kíkọ kí wọn lásán. Hello sir, báwo ni pẹ̀lẹ́ máa ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ o, má jà o, báwo ni iṣẹ́ everything máa wà, ṣáà take it easy, everything máa wà okay. Ó máa ń múnú mi dùn torí my dad kò séye tó lè fún wọn tán tí wọn kì í appreciate. Even kí o bá fún wọn popsi mi ní 550 naira, dáàdì máa ní thank you ṣe gan, Ọlọ́run á bùkún ẹ̀. You know, and dáàdì mi wà ó jẹ́ ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ó kóyàn mọ́ra, kò sí nǹkan tó lè bá dọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀, ó máa fẹ́ try láti kó solve ẹ̀ fún ẹni.
Orúkọ mi ni Ìyáàfin Janet Fateye-Fatimehin, ọmọ bíbí inú Francis Ajimoko. Orúkọ ìyá mi sì ni Ìyáàfin
Comfort Fọlákẹ́ Ajímọ́kọ́.
Kí ni nǹkan tí bàbá ṣe gbòógì nínú ayé yín àti kí ni nǹkan tẹ́ fẹ́ máa rántí wọn sí?
Ohun tí mo fẹ́ máa rántí wọn sí ó pọ̀. Níbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ ayé mi, àwọn ló fún mi lámọ̀ràn pé kí n lọ kọ́ iṣẹ́ ní ìlú Èkó níbi tí wọ́n gbé wà. Mo dẹ̀ kọ́ṣẹ́ aránṣọ. Iṣẹ́ aránṣọ yìí dẹ̀ mú mi gbòòrò tó jẹ́ pé mo rí ìbùkún lórí rẹ̀ tí mi ò jẹ́ gbàgbé.
Kí ni nǹkan ẹyọkan tí ọkọ yín máa ṣe tẹ́yìn rántí dáadáa?
Nǹkan tí ó jẹ́ pàtàkì jùlọ tèmi rántí tí èmi àti bàbá máa ń ṣe ni pé a ò lè ṣe lọ́jọ́ kan ká má jìjọ gbàdúrà ká sì ka ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run nínú ìwé àjùmọ̀ká Bíbélì ojoojúmọ́ àtàwọn ọmọ wa. Nígbà tí mo àti jìjọ wà pọ̀ tí mo ti dọ́dọ̀ wọn láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àdúrà láàárọ̀. Àárọ̀ yẹn nígbà míì ó ṣeé ṣe ká má pàdé kó ní kálukú gba tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n tó bá di àṣálẹ́ àti àwọn àtèmi àtàwọn ọmọ tó ń gbé lọ́dọ̀ mi àìjọ máa gbàdúrà àgbàpọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìgbà tá a jìjọ ń ṣe ìjọsìn nílé Ọlọ́run. Kò sí bá a ti lè ṣe láyé yìí ká má gbàdúrà láṣálẹ́.
So, grandma ó kú ìbéèrè méjì tí máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ó máa gbé ọ̀bọ̀ ìwọ̀n dé sọ̀rọ̀. Kí ni ìbáṣepọ̀ tó wà láàárín àwọn ọmọ àti bàbá?
Bàbá pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ wọn, wọ́n sọ nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn, ó tiẹ̀ lè máa rí àwọn ọmọ. Èmi máa dàbí pé akíkanjú láàárín wọn. Bàbá ọmọ mi nífẹ̀ẹ́ wọn tó jẹ́ pé kì í bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Mi tí ẹ̀ mọ̀ lè sọ pé ìjọ kan báyìí ni bàbá yẹn nà kan ní àwọn ọmọ mi, ṣùgbọ́n èmi máa ń bá wọn wí tí mo sì máa ń nà wọ́n dáadáa, ṣùgbọ́n bàbá ò ní sọ̀rọ̀. Nígbà tí n bá wọn wí tán láṣẹ máa bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ pé nǹkan tí ìyá yín bá yín sọ yìí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀lé. Á dẹ̀ sọ fẹ́mi náà pé díẹ̀díẹ̀ ni wọ́n bá ọmọ wí, kí má jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ yẹn kan yan ìyá ohun tí ò fẹ́. Ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé lórí àwọn ọmọ yẹn a jìjọ fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ láti tọ́jú wọn. Bàbá mo ti fọ̀rọ̀ léèwé wọn ṣeré o. Mo bá ti di ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún báyìí, owó ìwé wọn kò fi ṣeré rárá. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan ọba ti mú list of books wá, gbogbo ìwé yẹn ló máa rà fún un pátá. Níbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún tó bá ti wọlé school, ìyẹn jẹ́ àṣà wọn torí ó ti máa dájọ́ ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ ní kó tó di àsìkò tó bá máa wọlé. Títí a fi ìjọ gbé pọ̀, mi ò rí kí obìnrin kan wá kó tiẹ̀ wá sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. Iṣẹ́ pé kò ń bá obìnrin ṣeré níbi iṣẹ́ wọn, ṣùgbọ́n kò sí kankan. Ó jẹ́ ẹni tí ó sẹ́ra ẹ̀ tí ò wò ta rárá. Then bí bàbá bá gba owó oṣù lénìí, bó bá ti ń wọlé báyìí, bí bá ti ń gbóúnjẹ wọn sórí tébù tó fàṣọ kọ́ ra ògiri, kò tí ì ní jẹ oúnjẹ yẹn. Bó ṣe gba owó yẹn bó ṣe máa ná àti list ẹ̀ láti ibi iṣẹ́ wá. Wọ́n lè fún mi lówó yẹn kí n máa ní owó yẹn ò kéré kíní kan, a ní tó ń gbà ló ń pín. Mi rí lọ́jọ́ kan rí ọkọ mi máa sọ pé ọjọ́ mẹ́ta nínú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tó ti gbowó ìyàwó ò ní mọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n dádì ìwọ ò ṣerú ẹ̀ rí. tó gbà yẹn tó bá ti list ẹ̀ láti bí iṣẹ́ àgbélé mi lọ́wọ́ máa dẹ̀ rí màá kà. Then nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ilé Ọlọ́run bàbá fàyè gbà mí láti sin Ọlọ́run. Bí a bá lọ sí church lọ́jọ́ Sunday bá ti ṣètò oúnjẹ táwọn ọmọ máa jẹ lọ́sùn talẹ́ pàápàá wọn á ti máa bàbá ò ní sọ pé ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ti jáde church kí ló ń wá kiri nígbà tá a bá ṣe visitation lọ. Nígbà tí n bá dé ẹkú lé ẹ̀ka bọ̀ ẹkú ṣe Olúwa. Nínú iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ tí mo dẹ̀ ṣe nípa pé à ń ṣe wàásù bàbá sọpọ́ọ̀tì mi gidigidi. Àwọn míì tá a jìjọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ọkọ wọn ò gbà wọ́n láàyè láti ṣe ṣùgbọ́n bàbá trust mi èmi náà trust mi torí ó mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run òtítọ́ ni mò ń ké pè èmi náà dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run òdodo lòun náà ń sìn. Gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n bá fi wọ́n ṣe bí olórí sí èmi náà máa ń sọpọ́ọ̀tì wọn. Nígbà tó ń ṣe ìríjú ìjọ ọdún 12 náà fi ṣe ìríjú ìjọ ní Methodist Church Bashua. Nígbà míì tó bá jí láàárọ̀ lọ́jọ́ Sunday ó lè jáwọn ló máa lọ gbá church wọ́n ṣe ń múra báyìí lájọ múra bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn ọmọ kò bí ó ṣe fi ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ṣeré àwa náà àtọmọ àfọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ṣeré àwa kan rèé níbí ní choir ní brigade ní Sunday school gbogbo wa ọ̀nà yẹn la fẹsẹ̀ lé.
ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run báwo lẹ ṣe pàdé bàbá tẹ fi wẹ́ tẹ̀lé ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run wọ́n ṣà wọ́n ṣe ń múra náà ní Ọlọ́run ló mọ̀ gbogbo ẹni tó dún Ọlọ́run kan èmi kọ́ mo ní béèrè o àwọn náà ní béèrè jáde àwọn lóhùn.
Bí mo ṣe pàdé bàbá wọn bàbá ẹ̀gbọ́n bàbá wọn tó ń jẹ́ Ìrọ̀nà Ọ̀dọ́bà Fàtẹ́yẹ àwọn ló wá sílé bàbá mi tó ní Ọlọ́run fẹ́ mi fún ọmọ àwọn. Ìgbà tí ó dẹ̀ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n sọ fún màmá mi ò sí nílé mo wà nílùú Àkúrẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n nílùú Àkúrẹ́ yẹn lọ Ọlọ́run ti fi ìran yẹn hàn mí pé mo fẹ́ wọn èmi ò dẹ̀ mi fi bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kàn mọ̀ wọ́n nígbà tán wá sílé ọdún tán máa wá sílé ọdún wá ṣeré kókó mà mo mọ̀ wọ́n ṣùgbọ́n kò sí ohun tí a jọ sọ nígbà yẹn eré orchestra tá ń ṣe nígbà yẹn. tó máa ń jó nínú ọdún tó bá ń ṣe ọdún tí gbogbo wọn bá wálé báyìí wọn á kó eré wọn á kó lù wá sílé àtàwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wọn wọn á máa pagbo àmáa jó àmáa jójó ọdún ìgbà yẹn ni mo mọ̀ wọ́n ṣùgbọ́n kò kẹnu sí mi ńgbà yẹn ṣùgbọ́n bàbá Ìrọ̀nà Ọ̀dọ́bà òun ló wá sílé bàbá mi pé òun fẹ́ fẹ́ mi fún ọmọ àwọn. Èmi ò tiẹ̀ tí ì sílé àwọn òbí mi gan ò gbà ṣùgbọ́n ńgbà tí mo wà ní Àkúrẹ́ èmi ò mọ ohun tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílé rárá mo wá lálàá yẹn Ọlọ́run wá fìran yẹn hàn mí gbogbo bí a ṣe máa fẹ́ra wa ṣùgbọ́n kò yé mi ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí mo wá délé ọdún tí wọ́n á sọ fún mi pé lágbájá mà lóun fẹ́ fẹ́ mi àbúrò wọn Dr. Fateye òun á wá sọ́dọ̀ mi àbá fẹ́ lọ síbi eré kókó àjọ lọ àjọ ṣe ni mo wá fi rántí àlá tí mo lá tí mo fi ọkàn mi wá sí ọ ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà tí màmá mi ní rárá o ibi tí mo fẹ́ fẹ́ yẹn ilé ìyá òun ni bàbá mi náà ní ilé bàbá ẹ̀ ilé Fatimehin ẹbí ni wọ́n lọ́hùn èmi ò lè fẹ́ pé òun ò lè máa jẹ́ kí n máa ṣe ìyàwó lọ́hùn ṣùgbọ́n mo wá sọ fún mo wá lọ bá màmá mi Juliana Mériye Òjó láàyè àbúrò bàbá mi pé báyìí màmá wa gbàdúrà sí wọn wá ní ọ̀nà mi true ní mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta dá ṣùgbọ́n ńgbà tí Ọlọ́run ti fi ìran yẹn hàn mí lójú àlá ó jẹ́ kọ́kàn mi rọ̀ mọ́ wọn láti fẹ́ wọn bí mo dẹ̀ ṣe gbà nìyẹn tán mo gbọ́ mo gbà wá tán kó ẹmu wá sílé bàbá mi pé mo gbọ́ mo gbà.
èyí náà bá gbà.
mo gbà inú mi dùn sí.
ṣé mo ti dá yín lóhùn ẹ ṣé o ẹ jẹ́ kí màmá mi lọ rẹ́sì o ẹ ṣé o mà. ok grandma ẹ máa tún bí ọdún mélòó sí.
mo ní June 16 nínú ọdún yìí ni màá pé 80 years agbára Ọlọ́run.
Tell me your favorite childhood experience with your father.
How my childhood experience with my dad is that my dad always tell me, it's in Yoruba, he said, ẹni tó máa gùn ẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀ àtínrín. He said, you are my first child, Desola. You are going to grow and you're going to grow in the Lord. But I'm going to face a lot of obstacles, but I will overcome. So that has been the shadow experience with my dad. And it's all my good. Thank you. I want to man call for me. Jàre o mọ́ lọ́ṣùn o nígbà wọn bá ṣọdún o Jésù àjíǹde o ní ilé rẹ o ọmọ mú yan kó mi ọmọ mẹ́rán sí o jàre o mọ́ lọ́ṣùn o. That is the song. Well, one word that summarizes my dad is that the spirit of contentment and that of bringing the whole family together. And at the same time, my dad is a man of God. He brought us up in a godly way. So that is what I will say, that in one word, contentment. Contentment is his word, is his way of life. We say, even though I don't have money, I don't have this, but whatever you have, be contented with it. Ìtẹ́lọ́rùn ni bàbá wa. Well, my name is Ebenezer Fateye-Fatimehin. I happen to be the firstborn of Chief Israel Olowolagba, Fateye-Fatimehin. Well, the celebration is, I call it celebration of life. It's a transition from this planet Earth to earthly heaven. So it's a celebration of life. Because my dad died on Monday. We spoke on Sunday. He normally pray for me, my family, every Sunday, because I call him wherever I am every Sunday. And he knows the time I call. Even though he's eating, once he gets that call, oh, that is Desola. And truly, by the time they look at the phone, they say, oh, it's him. So, I so bless the name of the Lord for the dad that God has given me. And it's a celebration of life. That's where I will. What is Koda? Because my dad always tell me, even a day before he died, he said, Desola, tọ́jú àwọn àbúrò ẹ̀ o. Mo fa àwọn àbúrò ẹ̀ lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ o. take care. Even when there was a time there was even some grudges between me and my siblings. Say, Agba ló ń gbà. I was quarreling. And see what my sister is doing. See what they said. Don't worry, Desola, Agba ló ń gbà. So the relationship is cordial. Oh, meaning that it is being the adolescent son must take care of all the siblings. They will say some bad thing to you, just accept it like that. They will say some good things to you, accept it like that. So the relationship between me and my sibling is very cordial. My mom, the same thing. My dad, the same thing. God has just helped the family. It's the grace of God. People always use our family as a shining example. Anywhere we are, even in the town in Fishekiti, Methodist Church Bashua, where we grew up as a little boy, girl, they use Baba Fateye-Fatimehin. Okay, praise the Lord. Fateye happens to be the elderly brother of my grandmother. That is to say, the mom of my own dad. His name is Yalode. That is grandmother. But he has a brother, which happens to be his own senior brother. His own name is called Fateye. My dad grew up in his father's house, Fatime. So at a point, he left his father's house to come and stay with his mom. And the mom was taking care of his brother. With the permission of Fatime, please, I want to go and take care of my brother. So go. So my dad grew with my mom in his uncle's house. So by the time he used to go to school, there is a Baba Fakwade took him to Ido. When he's to Baba Fakwade happens to be the headmaster. So my dad was headmaster's son those days. If you stay with headmaster, they will call it headmaster's son. By the time they asked my dad, "What is your name?" He said, "My name is Israel Fateye," because he grew up with his mom and with his brother. So it was later that it is your brother, it is your uncle's name. But in his credentials, Israel Fateye. So when he now grew up, so my dad is Fatimehin. It is even, the real name is Famia. But the great-grandfather is Fatimehin, which happens to be the head of all the family. Okay. To have a compound name, we now call it Fateye-Fatimehin. So that is how you get the word Fateye-Fatimehin. I love two of them. Two of them. But no, the reason is that God says what God has joined together, you should not put them asunder. Two of them, they are the same. They complement each other. One is quiet, the other one is very loud, but the loudness compensates for the one that is very quiet. So I love two of them the same way. When we were small, it's not that you are talking. When we were very small, our mom is the type that she's a disciplinarian to the core. But it helps us today. It helps all of us. We don't like our mom. If anything happens, we go to our dad. That will say, okay. If we want to get anything, we go and meet our dad. Daddy, I need to so. You say, okay, don't worry. I will talk to your mother. I will talk to your mother. So that is how we operate. But two of them, they complement each other. By the special grace of God, I happen to be the firstborn. My name is Ebenezer Adesola Fatimehin. The person that took the breast, that is to say, the feeding breast, after me is BMU. is married, happily married to Oladele, the Fiditi, that is from the own town of the husband. And these are very lovely family. Very, very lovely family. The brother-in-law, the sister-in-law, all of them, they are good. After Ibiyemi, we have Ibironke. Ibironke is now married to Mr. Aina. Mr. Aina has been a lovely man to our family. His family in general. They have been so, hardly will anybody know that Aina is our in-law. Because we talk together like brothers and sisters. After Ibironke, we have Ibiyinka, married to Adewuyi. This family too, they are fantastic. They are fantastic. So Ibiyinka, Adewuyi. Adewuyi, that family, I would say they are fantastic. To the level that they are of other faith. But hardly will you know. Especially Ibiyinka's father-in-law. He said, when I born this man, his name is Isa, which means Jesus. So when he now become a Christian, he said, no, let it go. Because the father-in-law happens to be the imam of their area. And if it's so for son of imam, turned to be a Christian, to go and marry a Christian lady, and you know that it is God's hand that has been helping. After Ibironke, I'm saying that the first, myself, Ibiyemi, Ibironke, and Ibiyinka. So after those Ibi, we now move to Baba. That is to say, a male child. Those three ones I've mentioned, they are female. That's why you now have Mrs. Adewuyi, Mr. Ladele, and Mrs. Aina. Then Baba Femi, that's my other male counterpart. Baba Femi married to a very lovely family. A lovely family that even helped the destiny of my brother. Bumi is the wife of Femi. The destiny of Bumi coming into our home helped my brother, shaped my brother, helped my brother, Baba Femi, and I'm so happy for their family and their children, lovely children. And our last born, Ibikunle David, is the secretary of the family. God has given that wisdom to write, to edit. The story of how Christian came to this land, our father typed it. It's a shift typist. He couldn't type, but he put it in handwriting. Kunle always called my dad every week to talk about that book, to translate it from Yoruba to English. So the family as a whole, Kunle is the custodian of the write-up. Historical fact is the custodian. That's why we made him secretary of the family. The treasurer is Baba Femi. The prayer leader is Ibiyinka Adewuyi. Is our prayer leader. And then the social is Ibironke. That's the person that handle your anything social. Is Bukaria Luala, everything can carry it. Is in charge. Myself and my other immediate one, which is BME, we are the head. Anything that relates to Obìnrin, that is to say, women, once I do like this, BME, he knows what I mean. I happen to be the head, but he's my deputy. That is BME or Ladele. So if you are unable to get the interview of Ibiyemi or Ibironke or Ibiyinka, I'm just speaking on their behalf. It's the way I've spoken that they too will speak. That our to go to church and our home, 3 triangular form was what we knew. until we all grew up to know or to stay where we are today. Everything is church, everything is church, everything is church. But we bless the name of the Lord for his life, that he left a legacy of Christ's life for us. And that is what we continue to feed. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching this documentary. It has been a lovely documentary. We've had a lot of experience from all those people that they have interviewed in the past or in the course of this program. Once more, I say thank you very much for watching. May God continue to bless you all in Jesus' name. Thank you, and God bless.